Coming to you live from a prostitute-infested shanty on top of a frozen lake, the number one podcast all the hot babes are raving about. Slick and Brewski save the world! Welcome back to our humble abode, the shanty. I'm Slick, and joining me as always is America's favorite horned patriot, the Brewski.
And I wish I could sleep at night.
Helping you untangle the madness that the world has spewed upon us. Alongside us on our world-saving adventures is Kamos, encouraging us to think outside the box of the social norms and enlighten us with alternative perspectives.
Yo.
And then we have Ren, to help provide us with our ever-so-important female perspective. Her adjectives are she, her, ass kicker.
Extraordinaire.
What's up?
But nothing beats your perspective, and we want to thank our 105 absolutely wonderful YouTube subscribers helping our channel grow like a flower of
Peace.
and
Love
a flower of
and
love.
happiness.
So get those likes, subscriptions in there, and turn on your notification bell so you can check out what the we're doing here. Sorry. So Bill Gates has a book out called How to Prevent the Next Pandemic, and I can't help but wonder what in the fuck are we doing about figuring out why China hid the documents from the last one? And maybe I'm stuck in the past. Bill Gates is talking about the next pandemic, but like the last one like slipped out of a lab. Can anybody appreciate that? Like, how about we just not fucking trust dumb people? Is that how the book starts and ends? I mean, think about it.
Right, probably.
What? How do we prevent the next pandemic? Is there anything in there about not doing, like, coronavirus research in Wuhan? Like, do we really need to write a whole book about it?
And just the fact of the media that spreads all of it, and that's where a lot of the manipulation comes from, too.
It's like a big ball of bullshit, and once they
Exactly.
tee it up, it just goes around like a volleyball. Everybody sees it coming, and they push it up to keep it afloat.
Yeah. Then they just want to hang on to it because now they're stuck into that mind state, you know?
It's hard to shake the idea that it's not a globalist plan to really, like, you know, take down mankind's, what do I want to say? Mankind's impact on the planet.
Well, I mean, they've straight up said the World Economic Forum and all that, and, you know, with Klaus Schwab and everything, they have out and out said they want one world government. You know, whichever way you want to look at that, that means they want a one united government over the whole world. And like you said, it's kind of hard to not see it that way when that looks exactly like what they're doing. They're implementing certain things around the world in certain ways as if one government is attempting to take over.
So I gotta say something. Like, it's kind of hard to get young people to vote. Imagine how hard it's gonna get to get young people to give a fuck about a global plan.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they don't care about their own nation. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just going to say
Oh, see
a
that?
lot of people don't read up on politics and they just kind of go with the flow. And
Yeah.
with social media, everybody just wants to know what's going on in Hollywood or whatnot. They don't care because it's just whatever is going to happen is going to happen, I think.
For sure. Yeah,
There's-
definitely. A lot of people have that mentality.
Yeah.
You're talking
Right.
about
I mean, regardless of what anybody thinks, it's going to happen. I mean, whether you vote or not.
Right.
You don't have
Well,
a
and that's kind of the spot they have us in, because even with the voting, I mean, it's been shown, I mean, multiple times where the elections are obviously not what they tell us. One way or another, you can say whatever exaggerations or whatever, but they aren't what they tell us is happening. You know, there's something fishy going on. So it gets people even less inclined. Why vote? You know, does it matter? So
Yeah.
why pay attention to politics? But, you know, like we've talked about before, I think that's where you got to bring things to the local level, you know, school boards, things like that, and try to, you know, make sure that your own community is, you know, afloat. And
start local.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
Yeah, and they want to get rid of electronic voting, right? They want to go back to regular,
Which they probably should.
right? I thought.
Didn't I heard something about
that
it?
whole, last election was all.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of shakes a person up a little bit, but they're still claiming that a lot of that was just made up, like that. You know,
Misinformation.
Right. But, I mean, if you look at the numbers, and, I mean, you look at the support, I mean, you can use social media in a good tool in that way, and look at the support that Joe Biden has on, and has had throughout this entire thing on Facebook, on Twitter, on all of those social media aspects, and you look at the numbers on there compared to the number of votes he got versus the other candidate, Trump, and the numbers he had on there versus the number of votes, and it just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's so something, like I said, whichever way you spin it, something's going, not the way they're telling us.
I heard something pretty interesting on the way actually over here on the news.
Oh yeah.
That on the radio that they were talking about banning Trump off of. It was an Elon interview,
I heard
and
that.
and it was about
yeah.
banning Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it made Trump even more powerful in the Republican side, and even bigger because you ban somebody with free speech, and it just gets the Republican side up in a bigger uproar.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
So that's
thought
what they
that
said.
too. I'm like, when they started like,
Well, the guy that used to own, what's the guy's name? He used to own Twitter back in the day, Jack Dorsey.
Dorsey.
He's now saying Trump shouldn't have ever been taken down and yada yada yada.
wait a
and-
minute.
Of course
so
he'll
who
say
the
that
was
now.
in charge
Well,
of that call?
in the end, like whatever everybody's coming out of the woodwork now saying, oh, it was a bad call to probably, ban him for life. Well,
It's
2
like,
years later,
at some point in life, you realize that you can't close the door on people. You got to leave
Right.
it open both ways, and you just got to find a way to get along.
right?
There's no silencing anybody, and the way that's so dirty to like even let our youth think that kind of stuff's acceptable. Of course, they're not really giving two fucks about Twitter and Donald Trump. They're out there getting it. They don't give a shit about politics.
They're more worried about changing their sexes now than
Well, yeah,
politics.
because and they just, I think I heard on the radio saying that there might be a law coming up that's about to pass, or a bill that's going to go that would make it illegal to give kids gender changing drugs, or what is it?
You see all these teachers
What is
get-
the word for that? What were those?
Like the injections?
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah,
hormone
right.
injections.
The
hormone
And they
injections.
said, like, if it goes through, it's going to put this one doctor, and they named the dude's
Right.
name, and I'm like, son of a bitch. It's
Right.
just like, that. There's money to be made, so do it, and morals and it's trash. It goes out the window. It's like about making a buck, and they don't give a f***.
We hear some of the teachers, like there's a few teachers, quite a few of them in Florida, and I can't remember, there's another article, another lady teacher got in trouble because she literally is saying, like, came out on Twitter or whatever, or no, it was on TikTok, I think it was, and said that she's happy that she's brainwashing her kids in class because they're at a young age right now. This is the best time to get them. And they have no fear of saying this. Like, she's like,
God,
she's
yeah.
like, I'm gay, all right? And I have 9 kids in my class that are now wanting to be gay. And I'm like, it's not a wanting
So
to be
it's like a
thing.
cult?
It's kind of, and it's like, hold on a minute.
We've reached the new, there's
Right. And they have no fear, though. That's what scares me, is they have no fear of anybody, like attacking your kids with this stuff.
so like, you got to
Because what are
think
you gonna
about
do? Go to the school
it's
board, and the school board's gonna tell you to eat shit. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Look what they did to Hudson.
ushering in a new generation.
Right.
And it's kind of already been done for
Yeah.
a lot of it, because I was just talking to someone recently who has a kid in local Stowe High School, and they said from like a local in-school poll that they did, around 30% of the kids in that school believe that they are transgender.
Oh wow.
No.
30%.
But it's getting bad.
30%? Wow.
when it's actually less than 1% of the actual population.
Yeah.
No.
30%.
Bud,
Yeah.
You're
That's-
talking
that's-
about game changing.
And that right there, you know who I blame
Yeah.
on that? You know who I blame the most on that?
I don't know.
The parents. Because there's good parents out there, yes, but there's a lot of piece of shit scared parents
here's-
out there.
And this is something
That's-
I always.
it's always
you know what I
been that
mean?
way,
That are
though.
very.
There are, but there's also, you got to keep into consideration just the fact that there's a lot of parents too. You get so many parents now that got to work so many jobs to keep that
Yeah.
household
That's what I'm
going.
saying. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
what
The
I'm saying.
TV,
That's
the
what I'm saying.
news,
Yeah, yeah,
the media.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
what's
kids,
training the kids.
are being
Yeah.
raised
Yeah.
by.
Like I told you, like last.
The
I mean,
internet.
that's the most
Yeah,
brilliant.
social media.
Like I told
absolutely.
you, like I said last time on this, they take advantage of people, good people, because they know they got to get up and go to work.
That's right.
They take
They've
advantage
got,
of that.
It's always
they've got
been like
that
that.
special
Right,
thing we
it's-
call something to lose.
It's a
Or being
sick,
productive
sad
member of
world
society.
we live in.
Something to lose. And I'm not talking about the wheels on your car, motherfucker, that you bought with your last income tax return. I'm talking about a family that you take care of.
It's gonna get out of.
But you're not watching our show, so.
It's one of those things. If you don't cut the head off a snake, but it's gonna go crazy.
But what if
It's
it
gonna
comes back and it's got 2 heads?
But the thing is, too, like a lot of these, like they're literally saying we got to get
Out
the
to
kids
haunt you.
at this time because they're the most influenced.
What's the snake head now? Sorry.
They're the
Oh,
most
yeah, yeah,
influenced
yeah.
right now, and that it's a cool thing to be like this. It's not that they actually feel like they're
He's got something.
homosexual. It's the cool thing to do right now.
It's a trend.
No,
Well, that cool
absolutely.
trend hopefully goes down to cool trend. I got to cut my shit off, and then 4 years later, it's not cool
Hey,
anymore.
you know what?
And I'm a dickless
there comes
patriot.
a
You
point
know what
where
I
you
mean?
just gotta say, let the damn kids be stupid, because there's
that's
gonna
the
be a
future.
little.
That's the future.
Oh, we're not cute. It's gonna keep them from breeding. Say
It's
what
a
you
sad
want.
world.
Now hold on.
I see what
Oh,
you're
shit.
saying. I see
But
what
the
you're
men
saying.
are getting pregnant now.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, though, because if kids are going to be that weak-minded, do we really want them having kids?
And that's when you realize,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, get you a bus and you'll take them down and have them all transgendered so they don't breed. Now you're helping out.
sterilized.
I'm telling you, we got to go Democrat with this whole thing. That's how you really
Yeah,
win.
right.
And you make more money.
You want a
And then-
sex change? Vote this
Then
way.
you can buy votes.
Sorry.
Well, there's
Going after the
local
low-hanging
stores
fruit
will
again.
even pay for that stuff.
They will.
Say-
Dude, Planned
say what?
Parenthood.
If you work for certain stores and stuff,
Right. Oh, yeah. They'll pay for the...
like there's someone that I know of.
That's trash.
Like
That's
Aldi.
that damn China money coming back over.
Probably.
Because
Yes.
China wants this dumb shit going on over here, weaken our economy.
It's...
You get this
Taking
thing
over.
crippled bad enough, and it's like America's just fucked. And
Yeah, you get these incentives. I mean, you get companies, big companies, that are literally rolling out programs where they'll give free,
Yep.
what they call healthcare to people
Yeah.
who want, the operations.
I actually know
all
somebody
that.
that's going. Yeah, well, he went to my gym that I went to, and he's getting it done for free.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
This
What is his
kid-
name?
This kid, he's younger than I am, and
Wow.
And he's doing what?
he's getting
becoming a female, transitioning,
Yeah,
however
he's
you want
Chopped.
right for free.
Yeah.
The government
Certain
is paying
companies,
So
if you
what locker
work
room
for
is he
certain,
in?
Because it's all
No,
it's
Is he
all
gonna
metal.
slide in the locker room now with you, Aaron?
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be the day,
Right.
bro.
He stopped coming, and I think it was because of the whole change in body.
I'm still waiting on the first situation at school
Which
with
is
little
sad.
boy.
That was.
touching
Are
another
you
one.
saying that was at the NAD or what? Not that I need
no,
to know
it's
specifically.
it's a gym in the
Oh, okay.
area,
I see. I see.
So
That's interesting.
I don't know.
Man, I'm telling you, maybe I'm
we're gonna have to
unplugged.
cut these names out of cities.
Oh, no,
We're gonna
okay.
get sued.
I will.
All right,
I
all
will
right, never
tell you
mind.
what. So I'm trying to see these headlines,
Right.
And I'm trying to balance on. Don't get don't turn into some crazy mind controlled
Right.
conspiracy
Right,
theory type goober. Live your life and go along and get along. But when it hits close to home, I gotta worry. And before this was so in the headlines, so this says something, but. And I don't, I guess I wanted to say it like this. One of these motherfuckers hands me my Taco Bell. And try as I might to acknowledge it was a female they were going for, I couldn't help myself, and I just said, thanks, man. And then I thought, see the problem we have here? I don't care what I said. But I said, thanks, man. Now, does that person close the window and think, or are they like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to come back and be like, you're the bro, man.
Right.
It just doesn't, I'm not,
Well, there's
I'm
a few. There's a few.
so there
things.
is, I think they're going to get to a point where they're overwhelmingly dissatisfied with that. And then they are going to come hit us over the head with hammers.
Well, the like I said,
You were saying?
there's a situation going on right now because
I'd
It's
say
one
there's
of
a
those
goddamn
it's
situation
one of-
going
it-
on.
I
We have a
look-
podcast
and
about
it's-
how to save the world. That's
Right.
how serious this. Now tell us what this
the
next
problem
situation
is I
is.
look at everything as like an infection, Bob.
Okay.
All right, right now
Tell us about your
it's
infection.
The virus.
a virus. Okay?
We're calling it
Right.
the Brewski infection. Tell them what they get, Bruce. With
Right.
the Brewski
It's one of those things
infection.
where if you don't nip this quick, you know what I mean? 30%'s quite a bit. You know what I mean? And it's been what, 3 years?
Well, it's been
Not even.
So
it's
you've
been a
got
lot longer. than
statistics.
they've been
Okay, well,
doing. What
I'm
they've
just
been
saying.
doing is destroying the self-esteem.
Yes.
Before that,
Hence, weaker kids. Oh, I'm weaker overall, weaker emotional.
Why try?
I got to take this medication because I'm weak. Yada, yada, yada. Make the kids weak. I'm telling you, kids that are weak are easily brainwashed and
They-
manipulated.
it's
Very
the whole
much so.
population too. But definitely, I agree with you on the
but
kids.
like, but a weak kid, oh, that kid's gonna jump off a building if we don't help him and give him all these medications because he's so messed up in the head. And keeping him at home, a virus didn't help.
What they do-
That's why I call it the pandemic, because it put the kid in the house and not letting them leave. That's like a animal in a cage.
I got a
you lose your
nurse,
mind.
and she said they're coming in all the time with anxiety.
Oh,
problems.
100%. Anxiety. Every kid and their brother. Everybody. See, the thing is, like, I'm not a weak person at all. Like
They're doing this so fast, we can't catch up to the problems.
And nobody will actually,
and
even if you can, you're not speaking out because, oh my gosh, we go to a school board.
Not here at Slick and Brewski
Right.
Save the World, so get your comments in there so we can start reversing the damage.
Right.
Or maybe we're all
Pretty
you were
much,
saying?
if you don't say anything, because that's the whole point
Everybody
of the school
get
boards.
get your shit paddle out. Up shit creek.
That's the problem with the school boards right now, man. The
Left,
kids, the
right,
parents
left.
see this and they try to say something, and then your own president says, "We're going to have the FBI stop messing with them. Let the indoctrination happen, or you're in some trouble."
And here's the thing: is that it's the victim mentality. They
Yeah,
keep them
you always gotta
in,
be a
and it's what
victim.
they want everyone in, because then you want someone else to save you. So if you're in a victim mentality, then you want the government's help. You want the whatever
you
help.
depend
Right
on?
out of the communist playbook.
Because
God
you're
damn it.
depending on who?
Exactly.
Is communism struck into your life? Give us a call today at the Slick and Brewski Communism Trauma Hotline. Tell us about your problem. We can help. That was supposed to be you. But
Oh, we can help.
it's okay.
What do you have to say?
Put your
I'm
hand
sorry.
out.
No, I was going back. I want everybody to be happy. I mean, we're all put on
Right,
here
yeah.
for but I don't agree with it being a trend or people just
It's a sick thing to mess with kids.
making it
So
like
I think-
making it like what you had said, a cult.
Yeah.
Or it's just
It's the
It
cool. It's the
is,
cool
dude. It
thing.
literally is a cult.
yeah.
it's-
It's not something to be. It's not something that's in style.
It's the cool thing to go
And
against
it
God.
challenges religion. It challenges
Right.
religion, and it gets you out the back door.
Right.
Your parents will
'Cause-
never forgive you,
'cause look
but
at-
they'll go along with it
Look at church numbers right now. Way
because
down.
they just want you to be happy.
I-
But what
Yeah.
do they know about happiness?
Yeah.
Because they're at work all fucking day.
Yeah.
All fucking day. Paying for your free food. I'm just kidding.
It's kind of one of those things. Though, if you don't stop it now,
If we don't
it's gonna
stop
be
it now,
it's gonna be that snowball effect or the
Exponential
You know how to
growth.
stop it though?
How?
Stop letting the government teach the kids.
yeah.
But you,
All
You gotta
schooling.
snatch
you
'em out
need
of
to
there.
do it at home.
Snatch 'em
yeah,
out.
exactly
You have
right.
to.
But there's, like I
Yeah.
told you, that's why I said strong parents, though, bud.
Absolutely.
Because you're not.
Yeah.
That's
There's
the
too.
problem.
There's too many.
There's not
there's
good parents out there.
yeah, but there's like I always say, bud. There's I'm not. There's a lot of men that aren't being men right now in their households. You know, it happens. But I'm telling you, bud.
What exactly is a
masculinity
man
thing.
supposed to do in their household?
just- the
slap that bitch. That's
No,
what
not-
you do.
not her.
Hey, listen, you
Beat
stupid bitch. I
No,
said
not-
dinner should be done at 6
Not
o'clock.
that. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff.
No eye
I'm
contact.
talking about my kids
Yeah,
wearing makeup. You know, my little boy's 4 years
Sometimes-
old, may wear makeup. Might want to give him
All
a GI Joe or
let me
some
ask You a
shit.
question.
Like-
let me ask you a question. You wake up.
Yeah.
Okay. Your life is afforded to you in this dream you wake
Right.
up in. In one hand, you get to choose. You have a son that
Yeah.
wants to cut his penis off,
Right.
or you beat your wife every day when you come home. Pick one quick.
Both
quick.
both go down.
You cut your cock off, and I'm gonna beat your mother up.
You do that, your mom gets beat.
Welcome back in. We're gonna come right in on that part.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get hate mail.
Calm down a second. Just calm down a second.
No, it just.
Aren't that bad. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's just things are so. The thing is, the worst part of all this is they know the other side is not going to do anything about it.
They can't
The
do anything about
The
it.
silent majority can never stand up because they're afraid of losing what they
Right.
got. It all
Paralysis
comes
by
down to
analysis.
that.
Paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
And they're making
Fear.
everybody think
Right.
that even if you did try,
You're the problem.
you're
You
going to
can't
be
do
the
anything about it yet.
yeah.
Until they came to
And
us.
then- and
And,
then
our
they-
105 subscribers, but it's growing quick. It could be 106. You might just refresh and check.
And that's why we're saving the world.
Yes. Whether you're fishing, hunting, shooting paper, or changing oil, Carlisle Pro Glasses will protect your eyes from damage or sunlight. Carlisle Pro Glasses. Are you ready to be a pro? All right. Speaking of another shit show that needs to be stopped,
Oh my God, what's going on now?
L.A. County, brother. Remember that little man called Dave Chappelle? He got tackled on stage.
Yeah,
remember
with
that
a
guy?
gun knife, a knife gun.
Yeah, remember that guy? Okay, well, the guy who jumped him on stage, that got his arms and body broken.
Right, right. The white supremacist.
Yeah. So the L.A. County DA doesn't want to prosecute anybody under 25 over there, just so they don't.
Dude's not 25.
He's 23 years old. It will ruin their life forever.
This was supposed to be his first assassinated comedian.
Yeah,
to get in the new club.
It's coming down to the DA is literally saying that if you rob a freaking convenience store at gunpoint, you won't have a felony on you.
There's no way,
bud.
Now,
I'm not because you got the sheriff of LA County's cool though. He's trying to stop all these and prosecute.
Do these criminals know it's election season coming up, so they know that this shit's gonna? Come on, man. You've always wanted to do a CVS,
right?
And it is about to be election season,
right?
They ain't gonna do nothing.
So the LA County sheriff is trying to stop all these people. The DA, which they don't ever speak, is trying to keep these people out of jail because the jails are so backed up, and he doesn't want to ruin their life because they're in gangs already. They're only going to get worse, and it's like. This is not good. And so that guy that literally tackled Chappelle is not getting prosecuted at all.
And what's Chappelle going to do about
I have no idea. Dude, it's
like that
a
Tyson
mess.
fight on the plane thing. The dude was just doing it to get, publicity? Is that what that was about?
And Tyson's not getting charged now. I saw that earlier.
Yeah, because they it's a fucking
It's pretty much poking the bear. When the bear attacks, then you get him on camera.
Diversion tactic.
What, did he lay him out on the
now
plane?
they're just being blatantly
Yeah, he did.
We just started punching him, and then the dude was making a frowning face, and it's so we see the beginning and end of this was rehearsed. It was planned.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And all this stuff. They don't have us watching the TV shows. They don't have us watching the commercials and all that anymore. Literally, you don't get commercials in Netflix.
Yeah,
you don't get.
We knew this was going to happen.
So
eventually.
Where's the advertising at? It's in the news. It's in the Johnny Depp stories. It's in the Dave Chappelle stories.
Yeah,
that's their advertising. That's their marketing scheme. That way they pull you back in. Now you're listening to their story.
Yeah.
What was this that happened though? Will Smith smacked who?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a never-ending, oh no.
What the five fingers say to the face?
Another actor did something. We can't tell if he was acting or not.
The whole alopecia drug was coming out.
Alec Baldwin blew that one chick away.
Yeah.
Well.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Right. With the Jada Pinkett stuff, the Pfizer was leasing the alopecia drug.
Oh yeah.
Right after that, so that's why they blew up that whole thing. Her with her situation and all that. And what do you know? A week later, Pfizer's coming out with a drug for just that condition.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
it's straight up
Christ.
advertising.
Dude,
I'm not allowed to call her what I really think of her, which means she's a whore. No, I just wanted to say.
Speaking of not a whore and an awesome patriot of America, Candice Owens was in the news again.
Really?
Going after the old BLM leader, bud. That old Patrice, what's her name? Patrice Cullors?
Yeah.
Cullors?
What'd she say?
The one that stole all that money from BLM? $6 million
Don't they
house.
have a mansion? Who lives in a mansion?
$6 million house that they took from the people who donated to BLM. Dude, Candace is throwing BLM under the bus and coming out with all the freaking paperwork, dirty paperwork. Dude, it's a trail of stuff, bro. They've had parties out there. They had a Biden election party. They had Marxist stuff. Dude, it's insane.
Marxism.
Dude, they got security guards. She's in a huge white neighborhood because she feels scared for her life now. No. But she's also the same people telling people to go and burn buildings down.
What's her name again?
Her name is Patrice Cullors, I believe.
You see how I did, just don't even, I don't think I've ever pulled her up, but I should probably look into that.
She's so fearful for her life now because Candace Owens, a pregnant black woman, was out front trying to get an interview with her.
Yeah, and she they get to a point where they don't want to talk anymore because they back themselves into a corner.
Because we have to go to an all-white neighborhood, rich neighborhood, $6 million house because we don't want to go where they burn down the houses and stuff.
3 words. Big, red, wave.
Perfect.
Trump.
Trump. Yeah! That's my guy. So, yeah, my girl Candace in the news again, Bob. I love my girl Candace.
That's great. I'll have to put a picture
But she's
of her
ready to
up.
pop soon, bro. She's having a kid. She's got to be like 8 months, 9 months. So, gives you hope for the future, bud. Great American patriot having another kid.
Yeah.
Gives you hope.
Wasn't there an incident about a GoFundMe for the
truckers?
No, it was for the wall, and it was all a scam, and now he's living at Trump's house or something.
Who's that?
I don't recall his name.
Oh, Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah.
So you're talking about? I don't know. I didn't hear much about that.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a scam.
Dude. The wall was,
wall.
the wall was 3 weeks away from being finished.
Oh yeah, and then we're like paying
3
millions.
weeks of being finished.
We're like paying millions to
take it apart. Dude, they're taking down the wall in some parts, and it's costing more than it did to put it up.
With a GoFundMe, but it was a scam.
This is all sorts of fucked up.
Dude,
how do we get this fixed? I'm gonna make a few calls down to that border. see what I can do about getting this wall fixed. What, you guys want to go?
Dude, Dr. Oz is running MPA, bro.
Well, the
Dr.
border wall's
Oz.
not
The
done.
whole wall thing, though, is just another division tactic.
Yeah, but
There should be a wall. No, there shouldn't.
I mean,
Marge,
North
I
Korea's
love
got
you,
walls.
But I'm going to have to stop talking to you. Harold says if you're not pro-wall.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. You're right, though. It's like they've
we
basically...
can do it a cheap way, bro.
This
Moats.
is philosophy
Moats.
101.
There
Is
you
they
go.
they
Moats
find
and alligators.
they find pain points like, pro-rights, pro-life, division tactics
Where
that
it's not black and white.
there's no way to really say yes or no. Of
Right.
course, if somebody gets you
Right.
pregnant and they're getting an abortion, I'm just kidding. We're gonna cut it out.
All I know is
And
Wait
we're
a minute.
canceled.
If I was Chappelle, would I get knifed too? Because if that's just what life's about, if you're a comedian, then you might as well pull
Big
out
time.
the fucking what if you get a slow clap going on that one? This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll see you outside, motherfucker. Hey, Betty, are you still here? No, I had to turn the lights down. I have a buddy here. Sorry, I'm done. That'd be my night.
dude, we could have done the wall so
but
much
I did
cheaper.
my joke.
Dude,
Got my ass beat.
we could have done the wall so much cheaper. Just straight chain
We're
link.
going back to the wall.
Listen, chain link.
It's a division tactic.
Dude,
You just said.
But it makes you feel safer, don't it?
No.
It don't make you feel
You
safer.
really think with all the drugs and the MS, whatever, their gang and all that they
Yeah.
funnel drugs through, you really think that there's a wall that's going to stop that? It's
mean,
not
no.
illegals coming through.
It's the
It's the
underground
people that they're
Mexi-
bringing
Yeah,
through.
Yeah, I mean,
It's underground.
I feel.
I'm sure there's that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
We
for
should-
sure is. I've seen it on TV.
Yeah.
The little molehill.
I know
They
it's
got
true. I
tunnels
saw it on
I
TV.
think the wall would be fine. I have never really had a problem with it. I thought it
Yeah.
going up was good. To talk about taking it down and putting it back
Right.
up and that's just
That seems
exhausting.
asinine.
So
Yeah.
my point is, there again, I hate to say it, but since we can't actually do anything about it, it's one of those things that's like becoming lower on my list of things to worry about. But again,
Here's the
I'm
thing:
not
you don't worry
undermining
about it
the
until
idea.
that bad person comes across because there's no wall, kills two people in your family while they're sleeping.
They're not
Then
gonna
you
kill-
worry about.
We're podcast star. No kill.
Yeah.
No kill.
You don't comprehend where these-
podcast. You see Slick and Brewski.
But you don't
They're gonna watch
comprehend-
it and come in and slit my throat.
But dude, they're
Like I
coming
told
in
you,
the
I-
planes and stuff too.
Yeah, but I have
They're
buddies.
flying right in.
I have buddies that work at patrol on the wall, bud.
I had a
Where
buddy.
they're coming from is killing fields of places, bud. They don't know our rules. Just remember, hope everybody knows that. They don't know our rules, bro. They've fought and survived every country they've been in. Like machetes and shit. They don't care.
Yep.
They kill your farm animals to survive. They are not like they're not us. They're not like
That's true. I was
they're- you know
listening
what I mean?
to an
They're not-
audiobook where like they
everybody-
don't
they
recognize
hope-
the same facial expressions as we do either. So
Why do you think they're coming here to
They
be
don't-
like
they
us?
don't
They
know
are in
our-
a bad spot, and they're trying to come here to be us.
they'll sit
which
on
is
a
the
plane.
American
They'll sit on a
dream.
plane.
But you can't understand. You
You
got
got to be asleep to believe it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta
But
be me.
Got to
But-
steal that from George
right,
Carlin.
George Carlin, yes. But
What?
You
You
gotta
gotta be
remem-
asleep.
the dream.
Yeah, that's it.
But
That's
you,
for
but
sure.
you got to remember, like these people are not. A lot of them are not civilized, bro. They don't comprehend like our. They don't understand. They kill or survive. Just remember that. So when somebody gets like I told you, that girl at the gas station got taken hostage because they want whatever. They don't understand our rules, bro. That's the kind of stuff that scares me. Because
Welcome
especially
to
the people,
America. This
especially
is
the
a
people
quick
that live
look
on the
our
border,
laws.
or
The Slick and Brewski
they don't want to do
border
that.
crossing. We're gonna get them. We're gonna hit them with a little quick spiel, and then we're gonna get you guys on your next U-Haul.
You can't do that, bud, because you're racist.
We're gonna talk to them about not breaking the laws.
You can't do that.
Here in America, we have laws,
This PowerPoint.
but we don't
that
break
new?
them. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
like
know
the
that.
idea. The Slick and Brewski, it'll be like Turds Gone Wild, only it won't get censored. Do a video. The instructional, how to come to
How
America.
long was that on?
Which
Please
drugs
leave-
to sell? Which drugs not to sell? No one said you can't go selling drugs.
Please,
We
please
just
leave.
got to
pick
talk to you
wisely.
about which ones.
Please leave machete at wall.
If you guys haven't already seen the sign at the, go ahead and put your machetes back there. Thanks. Marge is going to come around and grab those.
Dude, what's
oh,
messed-
that's a sharp one.
What's messed up?
This one's still got someone's hair on it.
And the media might run with this, but this is how you kind of know
Fake.
it probably is real because both sides said the same thing on this. Usually one will go like,
They're
"Oh,
all
it's
the same side, though.
right." That's right. But this is how you know it's kind of because usually Dems won't throw somebody like this under the bus. But remember when what's his name drowned? The person that he was
Yeah,
trying to save
yeah.
was convicted of killing two people in another country.
Yeah.
Both sides said that. So usually the Dems will be like, "Oh, you can't, don't do that. They were just trying to get out of their country. They had to do what he had to do to survive." They were hammering them too about it. So it's like,
I see what
know,
you're saying, but
you know what I
I
mean?
feel like
Like-
it's kind of like the same thing as like where Elon Musk was like, well, you know how to tell it's real? It's because it looks so fake.
Well, I guess between Bill Gates, Candace Owens, and LA County, we're all f***ed. But that's just what we think. You can tell us what you think in the comments as we save the world! We're nasty, that's just the way we roll. And I think it's time for you to get your kicks come through on a nasty goal. So set the pace, make a move, make history for the books. And join me on the nasty side so you can quit with the nasty looks. Cause you think you're wild, well we are too. It's like one big old nasty zoo. And you just might wanna watch a step tonight, or you might end up with a nasty bite.